What is going on, guys? It's Acorn Man back with another LEGO Star Wars review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at set number 75360, Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, released in August of 2023, and including 253 pieces. And without further ado, we're going to start the review the same way we always do, by taking a look at the box. Alright guys, here we have it, and the box art on this one is definitely a little more simple, but still looks very good. We've got the Starfighter at the forefront, of course, with the minifigs in the lower corner, and the set info at the top as always, along with our 332nd Clone Trooper. 20th Anniversary Clone Wars logo, very cool. Contents and features on the back, not really a whole lot to show for this one. And Yoda at the top, of course. Alright, so with the box out of the way, let's get on to the set. Starting off with our minifigures, of which this set includes two. As you can see, we have Master Yoda and R2-D2. Pretty much the bare minimum for what you needed in this set. Taking a look at Yoda first, he doesn't really have a whole lot of details, with none on the legs, and just a small amount in the back. But what I really love about this minifig is just this awesome head sculpt. This is probably the best one we've ever had in my opinion. The shape is great, the eyes are great, and as you saw in the back there's some hair as well. Just a really well-rounded piece. Would have been nice to see maybe some arm printing and leg printing if we ever get that on smaller figures, but those are all nitpicks. I think this is a great fig. And moving on to R2-D2, really nothing special to say about him. He is your completely standard R2-D2. Not necessarily a bad thing, just nothing really special to note about him. Good amount of detail on the front, and the back as well. So yeah, like I just said a minute ago, this is basically the bare minimum. And I think that's fine, but considering the episode we saw this ship in, I think that really opened the door for a lot of really interesting minifigure choices. And that really would have helped round out that price point a little bit better. Because as it is, I do consider this kind of a weak minifig selection. Even if I think they're both good, I think there could have just been something else thrown in there just to spice it up a little bit. Because as much as I love these guys, I don't think there's really doubting that they're just kind of bland. Alright, so moving on to Yoda's Starfighter itself, what you guys came here to see. This build is very interesting, especially in relation to the other Jedi Starfighters. The design as well, it's so similar but also so different at the same time. But we have a lot of really great detail on this one that I really appreciate. For example, the cockpit looks great, and we also have a top window as well. Although that does remind me, there are several stickers on this thing. I want to say 6 or 8. So yeah, that is quite a lot for a little set like this. But when it all comes together, I do think it comes out looking pretty great. You can see the hatch for R2-D2 up at the top there, as well as a clip for Yoda's lightsaber. I really do not like where that's placed. I think on the bottom of the ship would have been a much better place to put that, because having it straight on the back is pretty distracting. Even if you're displaying it, like, more so from the front, which I mean obviously you would be, it definitely sticks out, and there's not really much of a way to avoid that. At the bottom though, we do have two spring-loaded shooters, which I am really not a fan of, and I think design-wise it's also pretty distracting. But when you're not focusing on that or the lightsaber, I think it does look really good, like I said earlier. Especially when you move the wings up to attack position, I think that really brings out the best in this design. I really like their choice of green for this set too. And loading up your minifigs is easy enough. You just stick R2 in his designated spot here and he fits quite nicely. And to insert Yoda, all you have to do is open the front hatch here as well as the top. I really dig that. That makes the process so much easier. And you just stick him in. He does have to stand, unfortunately, but I think we all kind of expected that. Close up the top and the front, and you're good to go. I do also have to say though, I wish there was something covering Yoda's legs, because seeing him be able to stand in the set is really distracting as well. I know that would have made the design a little bit clunky and would have definitely made him a little bit more difficult to get inside. So I definitely would have appreciated just an extra brick or something. I feel like that wouldn't really have been too much to ask for. Alright guys, so that wraps up everything on 75360, Yoda's Jedi Starfighter set, and what do I think? It's a pretty good set. Like, I think it's really good. I think the ship looks great, has a good amount of detail, and even though it does include a lot of stickers, I don't think they're ones that are particularly hard to place, and that's coming from me, someone who really sucks at it. And even though the minifigure selection is pretty boring, I think it's solid enough. With everything considered, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think with that extra minifigure and just a couple of things fixed up on the ship there, mainly the lightsaber placement and the spring-loaded shooters, but overall those are things I can get past pretty easily, and they definitely don't hinder my enjoyment of this set, so guys, I think this is a really good one. Not to mention it's not really one that we see all that often, so I'm definitely grateful for it. Alright guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this review, or just a big fan of Yoda in general, and I will see you guys in the next one.